Hello everyone, my name is Yogesh. Currently, I'm pursuing my undergrad degree in Electronics and Communication Engineering from the National Institute of Technology, Karnataka, and well known as NIDK Surathkal. Currently, I'm in my second year and student of the batch 2022. In today's Influx talk, we'll be talking about Introduction to Raspberry Pi. So let's get started. Raspberry Pi is a credit card sized computer. It can be plugged into your TV and a keyboard. Can be used for many other purposes, just like an average computer. You can make a spreadsheets, you can do word processing, you can play games. It can also play high definition video too. So what exactly Raspberry Pi is? Before that, we'll see this beautiful photo. In this photo, we can see that there's an old TV which is converted into a smart TV. Um, Here, I would say that uh, within spending around 25 to 35 dollars, you can just make your old TV to a smart TV. Because just using a Raspberry Pi. That's amazing, right? So what Raspberry Pi is? Raspberry Pi is a fully featured microcomputer squashed into a small circuit board. As we said, it's in size of a credit card. Approximately, the size is 9 centimeter cross 5.5 centimeter. Yeah. Now, what's the history behind uh, Raspberry Pi? So, the Raspberry Pi is a work of the Raspberry Pi Foundation. This foundation is a charitable organization. The UK registered charity number is 1129409. It was established in May 2009. It is supported by the University of Cambridge, specifically its computer laboratory and tech from Broadcom. So this is how a Raspberry Pi's digital model look like. I'll explain the parts in a few slides later. So what are the features of Raspberry Pi? Raspberry Pi is an ultra low cost model which costs around 25 to $35. It consumes low power, so we can also call as it's an ultra low power device which consumes up to uh, less than 1 megawatt. Credit cards, yeah, it's in credit card size module, which doesn't have a fan and can start up instantaneously. It's an complete easy to it's complete easy to program computer. It provides a fun environment for experimenting with programming and electronics. It's inexpensive, simple, and open, and easy to maintain computer for schools, etc. So what technologies does Raspberry Pi use? Raspberry Pi has a Broadcom BCM 285 system on chip, which is also known as SoC, which includes an ARM processor, basically ARM 1176 GZFS, 700 megahertz processor. It is having a video core 4 GPU. Originally, it was shipped with 256 megabyte of RAM. Later, it was upgraded to 512 MB. But nowadays, we get Raspberry Pi up to 4 GB. It doesn't include a built-in hard disk drive, but uses an SD card for booting long-term storage. Uh, this is how a Raspberry Pi's model look like when in original. You can see starting from here, there's a CSI connector. This is a camera connector where you can connect external camera to your Raspberry Pi. This is an audio jack, 3 audio jack. This is the Ethernet board, Internet port where you can connect, where you can provide internet to your Raspberry Pi. There are 4 USB ports for connecting your keyboard and mouse, etc. This IC, what you see here, is controls all your Ethernet and USB things. The IC which you see is the CPU of the Raspberry Pi, and what you see here are the GPIO pins. There are 40 GPIO pins, but yeah, yeah, like you can connect all your sensors to this. This module, what you see here, is an Wi-Fi or a Bluetooth module. Uh, the connector what you see here is in DIS display connector, where you connect all your, where you want to show your output on a display, you can connect over here. Under this, there is a micro SD card slot uh, where your OS is present. This is the 5 volts micro USB port where Raspberry Pi gets powered up. This is an HDMI cable, HDMI port. You can connect your devices with HDMI too. Yeah. So the secondary components, what they said you, which needs to be connected with Raspberry Pi is your external GPIO pins if you require more number of pins. CSI camera, as I said, the camera what you need for clicking the videos through Raspberry Pi. This is a 3.5 audio jack, listening to songs which is playing on your computer. This is the HDMI connector. This is the USB 2.0 micro USB. This is a DSI display LED LCD. This is the big one. What you see here is the micro SD card adapter, or you can call as a SD card reader. And this one small is called as micro SD card, which is used to save all your OS into your Raspberry Pi. This is the Ethernet cable, which will help you to connect with your internet. So, what all are the operating systems which Raspberry Pi rely on? So there are many operating systems just like Linux on bootable SD card, Fedora, Despian, Arch Linux, ARM, Lubuntu, and Ubuntu. So basically, most of the people use Raspbian. That's a recommended operating system from raspberrypi.org. So what makes it special? Raspberry Pi itself is a low cost open source module. It also consumes a low power. It's small in size. It doesn't need of a heat sink. Uh, mm, it has a lot of features and specifications which can be produced to make a lots of application. So let's see what are all the applications of Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi, you can connect your old TV into your smart TV. You can you can program it in an easy way so that you can play all your videos, 3D games, music. You can browse internet and much more. The Raspberry Pi can act as a full HD 1080p media player. Just spending around 2,300 rupees. You can connect all your monitor, system, keyboard, and speakers. How does an average computer does? So yeah, you can do lots of stuff with Raspberry Pi. These are some references which I followed learning Raspberry Pi, and I recommend you also to follow the same references.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and click on the bell button as to not miss out any content. Contact us here.